mechanical energy, which in turn produces alternating current and voltage, which is called the electrical energy, and then we get the electrical output. So working of a wind, how does actually a wind turbine works? As we all know, there is an inflow of the wind. The wind data velocity is first of all analyzed, and the wind rotates the blades with the blades are caught in such a pitch angle to rotate the wind blades. There is an inflow of the blades which will pressurize the difference between between the gaps of the blades, so that the wind blades can rotate in the rated speed. And there are the rotor is attached to the main shaft of the body, so that there is a blade is attached to the rotor spins, and so is the permanent magnet. So permanent magnets produces an three-phase winding toss with the three-phase coil around the starter, which spins, and resulting in the electrical output. Actually, in our system there is no gear system, so this is just the general overview and working in very large wind turbine. For example, onshore type of wind turbine with we require very high power, there is actually the gear system. So in our system there is actually absence of the wind turbine. So the wind data analysis, we have analyzed the 2 years wind data analysis from the Dhulikhel 2015 and 2014 wind data analysis. As we can see, the wind data analysis, this is actually the average wind data analysis, and still there is maximum wind data which can maximum wind flow which can reach up to the 15 meter per second at Dhulikhel. So if we see from here, February, at least 6 to 7 months of per year, we can work out in between 6 to 7 meter as a working wind data. So from the 6 to 7, if we work out between 6 to 7 wind data, and again it increases on the next year. So if we see, the same is the pattern for the 2015 and 2014 and 15. So wind detection frequency model, this is actually the wind detection in which major part of the wind occurs, and this suggests that there is 247 degree wind flow at Dhulikhel. So this is the wind speed versus wind direction analysis. As you can see, as told, 6 to 7 there is a maximum wind data as between 247 degree. So these are some of our figure we have designed for the tower. These are actually the permanent magnets which are placed in the rotor, and there are many permanent magnets. And inside this is the voltage testing, very low die which can carry very low current. This is only for the testing. I'll show you later on. This is the magnetic placement in the rotor, and this is the voltage testing. So this is the coil design and connection. We have ourselves designed the coil in one star connection, 120 degree three-phase output. So from the three-phase output star connected, we have placed a diode, and this is the simulation analysis to produce a DC output. So in testing of our wind turbine, this is the no load testing. No load testing came up to 130 volt at no load at 500 RPM, and we step down the voltage to increase the current for a 12 volt lead glow. If we analyze the power output versus wind speed, we are able to extract the wind data of 500 watt initiating from this 5 meter per second above, and cut out wind speed is at 15 meter per second. This is power output versus RPM analysis and power output. We can see 500 watt at 200 RPM. So this is just generally the blade dynamics I have explained before. So we have some of the blade design doing in our workshop. This is the leading edge cutting. Cutting is done at 120° at the angle at the root and 30° at the root. So power generally depends upon the cube of the velocity of the wind. Power is directly proportional to the R square into velocity cube.
Yeah.
So these are some of the blade design we have made in our lab. These are for testing. We have tested significantly. So some of the designs and site and installation aspect. This is the hub and this is the site installation aspects. So finally, I'd like to conclude some of the points. The design of the wind turbine and construction can be made from the locally available resources also. The wind energy up to 500 watt can be installed in our household activities and can be light the household. Wind energy can solve the problem of electricity in developing country like Nepal, and research environment must be encouraged by the government. Well, thank you for listening.
Okay, thank you very much, Sandesh ji.